The pains of having an Asian name. Right, so you're in a new class, and the teacher is going through the register, listing the whitest names imaginable. Thomas, Charlie, Alex, Evie, Anna, Sammy, Sebastian, William, Bethany, Cassie, Michael. And then, the teacher pauses. You, being an Asian, with an Asian name, know exactly why they paused, and now have to wait and see what happens. It's always the same thing. Every teacher pauses, says something along the lines of, how do I pronounce this name? Or, I can't pronounce this name. But then, proceeds to try and pronounce it anyway. They of course butcher it, which is fine, a simple mistake, right? Well, maybe, but take a look at the screen right now. We're going to play a little game called Pronounce That Name. If you're Nepalese, I'm sorry, you're disqualified. So anyways, for the vast majority of people who aren't Nepalese, give it a go now. Right, so before I tell you how this name is actually pronounced, let me first regale you with past pronunciation teachers and substitute teachers have somehow gotten from this 6-letter word. M-RIDDLE, Mridul, 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 M-RIDDLE, Mridul, Mridul, and many, many more. I love some of these. My favourite is probably Mridul or Mridul because they've just added letters into it for some reason. Like, they saw my name, recognised it was foreign, so decided that the laws of English pronunciation just didn't matter anymore, and just added in an A, an N, and an E just for fun. Forget silent letters, they're just adding invisible letters. I also love Mridul and Mridul because how? How did you manage to pull that from this? It clearly doesn't say that. The thing that seems to trip people up is the first 3 letters. What sound does M-R-I make when put next to each other? Well, if we try and do it phonetically, M-R-I. Mr. Then the second half is easy. Dul. Mridul. Mridul. If you said that, congratulations, you have something called common sense. I mean, I'm definitely biased here given it's my name and all, but surely this isn't that difficult to comprehend, right? Like, I'd like to imagine if I saw this name for the first time, I'd pronounce it correctly. I always tell people an easy way to say my name, the word riddle with an M in front of it. Of course that led to someone saying M-RIDDLE with full sincerity, because of course it did. I remember in the later years of high school, I was just tired of correcting people, so I just decided to embrace the joke. Every time we had a substitute teacher, I'd make up more outlandish pronunciations, which they'd just accept. But I have to admit, I stole most of them from past pronunciations, because, come on, I can't make up something more ridiculous than Mridul or Mridul. Although, I think I managed to teach one teacher my name was pronounced Michael. Like, I don't know, maybe they didn't actually think that, they just went along with it because they weren't paid enough to care. In first school, from reception to the end of year 2, I was called Mridul by everyone, because when we were introducing each other during circle time, I said Mridul, but everyone misheard me, so then they thought my name was Mridul for the next 3 years. Only when I got to year 3 did I finally say, hey, my name's Mridul actually, you've been pronouncing it wrong the whole time. And you know what? They didn't care. The teacher tried to make them say it, but you know, half the class was like, oh, I've called you Mridul my whole life, so I'm gonna call you Mridul now. Even the teacher was kind of like, confused. She was like, really? You let us pronounce your name wrong for 3 years? And, yeah, I did. For some godforsaken reason. I don't know, maybe I was shy. Anyways, the point of this video is that this name right here, it's not hard to pronounce. For those of you who got it wrong, I hope you can see where you went wrong. To be fair, my surname, yeah, no, I don't understand. That's a nightmare.